took me a long time to figure out a funny, creative way to start my talk. Months, as a matter of fact, and I've come up with nothing, so let's just start. Colors. Probably not a very exciting topic to most of you, if any of you at all. Nevertheless, they are everywhere and affect visuals and perceptions. Concerning the topic of colors, there are a few things I could talk about. I could talk about color theory, how certain color combinations are used to achieve certain effects in art. I could talk about color associations, what we associate certain colors with. We can vary from country and culture to culture, but today I'm here to talk about color psychology, the study of hues as detriment to human behavior. Now I know color psychology already so mildly fishy. I mean, how could something as simple as just color really affect us that much? Well, the color orange makes you more hungry, whereas the color blue is an appetizer present. The color pink has been found to calm violent prisoners, whereas extreme amounts of the color yellow makes babies cry. That's only a few ways that colors can affect us. So I decided to conduct my own little experiment. I drew 3 different pictures and then made duplicates of each picture, where the only thing that changed was the color in the picture. The first one, I changed the colors in that tinted the entire drawing. The second one, I changed the entire monochrome palette, and in the third one, I only changed one of the 2 colors. I would show each pair of pictures to people and then ask them a question that corresponds with each one. The first pair of pictures, I asked which one looks more appetizing, with the assumption that would pick the warm color one, since warm colors trigger your appetite way more than cool colors do. 90% of people picked the warm color one. The next pair, I asked which picture looks more calming, with the assumption that most people would pick the pink color, since pink has been proven to be a calming color. 70% of people picked the pink one. With the last pair, I asked which person feels more threatening, with the assumption that most would choose the red one as that it often presents a danger in our minds. 70% of people picked the red one. So that's a few examples of how certain colors affect us. But why do they affect us like this? What's the science behind it? Well, as into the with our psychology, it's in our brain. See, light travels in waves, and each color has different wavelengths. These different wavelengths hit our eye in different ways, and are transferred through our eyes as electrical impulses, which go to our brain, specifically the hypothalamus. That thing right there. And here's the thing about hypothalamus. In our body, it affects different ways, such as sleep, behavioral patterns, appetite and metabolism, and body temperature, just to name a few things. So that's how and why certain colors affect us. But where is this used in life? Well, it's used in a variety of things, including advertising, set design, and custom design. Just things you look at. So those are kind of basics of color psychology. But there is one thing makes studying color psychology really difficult. And that's the previously mentioned color association. We see what a person associates with color will obviously affect on how they perceive it and react it. Let me just give you an example. Usually the color yellow is seen as a very happy color. That's what most people associate with it. But that's bittersweet for a moment. A mother is out in her who is playing with a ball. They try to drop the ball and follow it into the street. Suddenly, a bright yellow car zooms by and hits the child. The mother only sees a blur of yellow for a second, but she sees him injure child immediately after. Now the child survives, but now the mother will forever associate the color with danger and her inner child as opposite with happiness. Nevertheless, color psychology is some food for thought. Thank you.